Over the last decade, it has been all about modernizing in the cloud, focused on infrastructure, database, applications, business intelligence, and data warehouse and lake. What's the critical missing piece? To truly achieve and accelerate your digital transformation, it is how you manage your data that matters most. Data is your most critical asset and the only thing that you really own. How you manage it will determine your success. True digital transformation requires a data management cloud to put data at the center of your digital transformation. The wait is finally over. Introducing Informatica's Intelligent Data Management Cloud, the industry's first and most comprehensive cloud-native and AI-powered data management platform, designed to help you manage and innovate with your data on any platform, any cloud, multi-cloud, and multi-hybrid. At over 17 trillion transactions per month, the Intelligent Data Management Cloud delivers the scale you need. And with over 200 cloud-native intelligent data services, you can catalog, ingest, integrate, prep, cleanse, master, and share all of your data wherever it is. Process it in any way you want. Ensure it's trusted and democratized on a foundation of governance while delivering intelligent insights with a 360-degree view of your business. Informatica's Intelligent Data Management Cloud. Every cloud-native intelligent data service you will ever need for data management at scale and in the cloud in a single platform. Informatica.
Good morning, everyone. Again, I'm Kent Makatangay. I'm the Cloud Solutions Architect covering Informatica Cloud Services all over APJ. Okay, so for this morning, we'll be talking about the Informatica Intelligent Management Cloud, how it helps our customers across the region in terms of modernizing practically their their analytics and going into the full data management piece as we help out customers move into the cloud and modernize all of their applications and their infrastructure. Okay, so let me start first with this. Okay, here's just some statistics that we've seen. As you all know, 80% of CIOs right now, even CIOs, see the pandemic as an accelerated digital transformation. Most of the customers who have been trying to delay transformation or looking into quite a few years has been really pushed hard in terms of trying to modernize their architecture, even down from their infrastructure up into the analytics. And the pandemic's really been the catalyst into that space altogether. And as well, we see 90% of enterprises will be using multiple cloud service providers by mid next year, or by late next year. So as we've seen, and this not only in the Philippines, but actually all over APJ, most of the customers are looking into utilizing multiple cloud providers and not really locking themselves up into a single public cloud provider. So what we've seen, and these are mostly driven by one, government regulation, so that they're not stuck and dependent on a single cloud provider, or might be going into quite a bit more on a compliance perspective, that they are not practically holding all of their data into a single provider as well. Okay, now 80% of digital transformations will actually fail without data and analytics, and that's what we've seen altogether. They try to modernize everything now, but the heart and soul of their transformation is really much more focused going into data and analytics. This is what mainly drives the transformation of most of our customers, and this is what actually helps them out even more to become successful. Okay, and then lastly, in terms of the statistics, 75% of enterprises will shift mostly into piloting operationalizing AI by 2024. And we're actually seeing it right now. Most of the customers are trying out and evaluating AI models, machine learning algorithms, in order to be able to help them out in building and modernizing their data and analytics space. All right. Now, let me go into this part over here. So as you all know, probably, data has gone through significant evolution. It started out with data 1.0, wherein departmentally focused applications that automates business functions. You can mostly get this from inventory, systems, manufacturing systems, the integration here on data 1.0 tends to be in batch and discrete places. So in terms of analytics, you can practically say that we are data poor in data 1.0 because we're primarily focused more into reporting on what these departmental apps are actually doing. So the value of the data during 1.0 is really more focused on the reporting. Now, data 2.0 came in. We're in this has actually driven the rise of enterprise resource planning, applications and services, the enterprise wide use of data, and integration of these spare points back in 1.0 are now being consolidated into this enterprise resource application for the different types of apps. So for the on the analytics perspective, this is now more on the enterprise data warehouses. Customers now are looking into taking all of the data from these different applications, databases, and different sources, and you put it in a single place so that they can get more value out of it. But as they try to modernize and try to consolidate everything, there's been a challenge of building that all together. It takes a lot of time, and there's a lot of money involved, and it's not necessarily agile for most of the customers during this phase, because the new world requires customers to be agile, especially in digital transformation. Now in 3.0, compared to 1.0 and 2.0, where data is primarily just on, you can take it as an artifact of a business application, implemented for another purpose. 3.0, data is the actual purpose. It is the main driver to fuel artificial intelligence, machine learning, helping into delivering the next best action in terms of analytics. And the value of the data drives that interaction. So this is where the proliferation of hybrid environment, cloud applications, on-premise business partners, the challenge here now is how do you manage these different data streams coming from enterprise assets? And how do you prevent data anarchy, where essentially data can be practically be anywhere and everywhere? And okay, we're in 4.0, where we have practically entered now. Data powers digital transformation. This is the next generation of data, where primarily data enables entire businesses to be transformed through new business models and even different business processes. Data 4.0 is primarily a data-centric world. Okay, the ability of businesses to succeed in 4.0 world is mainly related and correlated to their ability to manage and get value from data effectively. And if this is what the world needs, Informatica has always been with you all throughout the journey, starting from data 1.0, where we have developed and positioned the traditional ETL, ELT type of environment, data 2.0, with addition to the ETL, data quality and master data management has been applied altogether. 3.0, where we started to evaluating our AI engine, expanding out into Hadoop, looking more into utilizing metadata, cataloging all of these data points. And for the 4.0, we are now moving into a more cloud native data platform. Okay, so which now goes into our intelligent data management cloud. So what does this mean? So practically what we have now is we're connecting people to their data through different metadata intelligence. And we are practically helping you drive your digital transformation through data. Okay, not just your digital modernization, but your digital transformation. So supporting all of these initiatives all the way from the top down to the bottom. So from data engineering, data lake, data warehouses, application modernization, data sciences, down into data privacy. So for all of these consumers to be able to get and utilize the data that they require, which means that there are multiple different capabilities that customers will actually require. Okay, let me just change this. Okay, so some of those capabilities will be discovering and understanding the data, being able to access and ingest this data. After you've done all this discovery, inventory, and ingesting this data, now you run your curation and data preparation, cleansing of this data. So practically, you try to massage this data, slice and dice this data as you have pulled it from multiple different applications, databases, or even data sources. And once you've done this, It's practically delivering and establishing the single source of truth. With data and analytics, you really want the proper data to be available, not just for you, but for all of your data consumers within the organization. And that single source of truth will actually bring in a bigger 360 view and insight. So this could be related to your customers, this could be related to your products, or this could be related to your partners. So anything that's being driven for insight within the data landscape is what practically delivers these key capabilities. And a few key capabilities would be, of course, sharing and delivering this data. You have this data within your organization. We should be able to share this into data consumers within your company itself. And lastly, is being able to govern and protect the data. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, data now is really the primary asset of multiple organizations and companies. Being able to protect data is of the utmost importance. Okay, and yeah, within the intelligent data management cloud, there are different services. The good thing about this is all of these services are running on the same platform. Okay, which is mainly driven by our Clear engine, which is our AI and ML engine, looking into metadata intelligence or practical automation, and all the connectivity, all of the management pieces are within the same platform. Okay, which means that you can start with data cataloging as your phase one, and then once you've done your inventory, you can start now building your data ingestion pipelines. Or if you want to do that, you like to see the the quality of your data first and profile your data, then we can start with that. The beauty here is with all of these services running on the same platform, you don't have to integrate different integration tools. So once you have your data catalog and once you have your integration, your data integration pipeline tool, we just practically plug it into the same platform and it works seamlessly all together. And it's what a lot of customers are looking for, data management integration tool that is available out there in the market. Okay. Now, what would be the different attributes of intelligent data management cloud? One is this cloud native at scale. Cloud native means that it's practically enabled and prepared for the cloud. Being able to run this at scale gives you now that flexibility and freedom to be able to run multiple different types of integrations as you would need it, and when you want it. AI native at scale as well. So we have embedded our AI engine into the platform to make sure that we're able to enjoy and take part into maximizing all of your integrations and data management requirements. So the keyword here is practically at scale. So being able to scale up and scale down on demand, even without the main capabilities that might be available within your organization. So we are able to expand it out and then trim it down based on your requirement. Okay, being able to do multi-cloud and multi-hybrid. Okay, so this is one of the few things that the customer is actually looking for as attributes of a data management platform. Being able to integrate and connect into multiple cloud providers, run integration in between cloud to cloud, cloud to on-premise, or on-premise to cloud, or even on-premise to on-premise. Okay, so even though Intelligent Data Management Cloud is a cloud native platform, we are still able to run integrations between on-premise to on-premise applications, databases, and different data sources. Okay, the next one is practically low code, no code. You don't get to see this anymore within much of the integration platforms out there. We're really still sticking into low code, mostly no code type of integration, so that the manageability and the reusability of the different platforms and the assets that you build is the utmost importance. Okay, which leads me into the last item, which is security and trust as a design principle. This practically liberates you into this new world. Practically right now, if you go into a multi-cloud, multi-hybrid type of environment, you practically don't own anything anymore, not even the infrastructure. Okay, and it's the data that you just own practically within your organization. However, data is everywhere. It could be in the cloud, it could be in your software service application, it could be on premise, and you need and there is a need for you to be able to bring it all together to make it work. It is not important anymore where your data resides. Okay, we've seen this a lot now. So much of our customers, they have data all over the place, and bringing that all together and managing the explosion of this data day by day, having data everywhere, it is practically of varying quality. Okay, now as we look into that, it's going back into 4.0 and how we about our most of our customers, they have mostly taken steps in the world of 4.0 and really making really good progress, not just in the Philippines, but also all over the region. So whether they're investing a little bit more on modernizing analytics through cloud native capabilities, with cloud data warehouses, cloud data lakes, focusing a little bit more on best possible experience for all of their key holders, is practically bringing in the 360 view of their business, which is the first thing here. So being able to deliver the complete view of the business, again, looking into either the product or your customer or your partners, okay? And being able to deliver an enterprise-wide data governance and privacy to make sure that all the data that's being used by organization is trusted. So you don't want to run different analytics where the data is coming from a source that you don't really trust. Okay, and as we move on to that, we are actually building the necessity on the necessary foundation for the data 4.0, which we are now actually helping out customers using our Claire engine, which is again, this is our AI ML engine, which runs the most comprehensive active metadata across the enterprise. Okay, if you've known Informatica, Informatica has been with the data management landscape for over 25 years. We've been looking into quite a few things already, and our AI engine has been really looking into scraping and developing different models for code and scripting, business intelligence, even big data, different modeling tools, and even into the cloud platforms, being able really to determine and to figure out what's the next possible thing or what's the next best thing for most of our customers is what most of our customers are looking into across the region. Okay, again, this AI engine is being utilized enterprise-wide, mostly by operations, R&D, supply chain, even IT, and looking into really now into the privacy and risk and compliance. Again, data is the heart and soul of most of our customers now. Okay, with the data that they have within the organization, this is what they use now in order to utilize and to gain advantage up against their competitors. Okay, and how does this Clear engine works is practically we take all of this metadata, we combine it with our portfolio of AI and ML models that mainly spans out into a plethora of advanced algorithms. Again, we've been in this space for over 25 years, and that's what makes Claire so powerful. Okay, we've seen all of the integrations, all of the possible iterations that customers have been done for all over 25 years. And it's a sophisticated and highly created training that we're doing within our AI and ML model for these algorithms against the metadata that we have collected for all of this, all throughout these years. Okay, now, these algorithms practically automate business rule translation into data quality rules, being able to identify column similarity across thousands of tables, being able to identify and help you out to determine, especially now that PII is of the most importance, we're able to intelligently target influence search rankings, for mass data corrections, and even to do mass data quality assessments, and even understand data domain in inference. And the list practically goes on, but as we have trained and learned all throughout the years that we have built our AI and machine learning model, this practically helps out our customers now to look into possibilities that they haven't even considered even before. So again, The AI engine is what practically helps you out to identify the different data sets. And one of the customers we have, they were they found out that there is a PII data hidden hidden in one of the tables being utilized in an old application. Without the without the use of our data catalog utilizing our AI model, they weren't able to identify that even before, and they were really surprised to see that okay, there is this certain application with a database that's been utilizing and feeding off this PII data for the longest time. Okay, now what do we have here? So as part of our innovation and guiding principles, we're looking into three main things. Okay, simplicity. Okay, is one of the biggest thing. We would like to make things simple, help out, simplify things for customers, practically to help them uh, democratize data access. Okay, being able to have data available to data stewards and even to executives or data scientists as they want it, as they need it, and be able to provide all data consumers the proper data when they require it. Okay, now going to the productivity, 10 times to 100 times productivity for all data practitioners. Again, with the help of our Claire engine, the AI powered automation, we're able to make recommendations for different types of integrations to help out analytics and even feed into cloud data warehouse and cloud data lakes, which now goes into scale. Being cloud first and cloud native, the data management and enterprise scale capability of the platform actually provides you with that capability. Again, if you're looking to the cloud, you're looking to probably multi-cloud, multi-hybrid, a no-code solution for reusability, and something that you can trust because it's secured by design. Again, the modern technology stack here, the intelligent data management cloud is a cloud native microservices based platform, AI driven, and be able to connect into multi-cloud. Okay, similar to what I said earlier, for these different microservices, if you don't need it, then you don't need to turn it on. Okay, and Informatica has been helping customers all throughout the journey into that space. So help them out, go into different phases. We understand that customers will have their own pace in modernizing their analytics, and we help them out into that. So some customers decide to go into inventory first. Some customers who has been doing a lot of integrations has built quite a ton of data integration pipelines. Then we help them out first there, and then go into data profiling or even applying different data quality before they go into data catalog. Okay, so there is a recommended way coming from Informatica to help you out innovate, but we actually work going towards into the pace that you want. Okay, now let me go deeply into this each and every guiding principle. Again, going to simplicity. Okay, be able to easily drag and drop design. Again, going to low code, no code. There are over 100 pre-built functions and templates. Again, we've been in this data management piece for over 25 years. We've seen a lot of iterations, seen a lot of models that customers are actually doing, and we've made practical templates out of this to be able to help out new customers or improve what existing customers are actually having in place as they try to modernize their analytics. There could be an option for a wizard-based integration to help out data engineers or even data consumers that are not technical. Being able to deploy into advanced serverless environment, meaning that you don't have to manage any machines or any infrastructure as you do your integration, whether that's a physical, a virtual machine. We're actually decoupling the requirement now and the dependency on actual machines in order for you to be able to run your integrations. Again, this serverless environment, the serverless platform, is an option that customers are actually utilizing right now as they go into a hybrid type of model. So as they go into the hybrid, they are now starting to utilize a little bit more of public cloud services, and that's where they're starting to realize the capability of a serverless type of environments. Okay, going to simplicity once again, being able to catalog, having been able to discover different data and understand what this data means, and be able to see the different data lineage and connect these different data sets that you might already have within your organization, and integrating different data quality rules into all of your data set to be able to determine that, okay, this data set that we have, certain parts of this data has to be profiled, has to be standardized. Then those are one of the few things that the customer are looking into simplifying. Most of the customers have been doing this back then through code, and we've simplified everything to this. So practically everything is easy to use. Some of it are wizard driven, if not this drag and drop type of capability. And this practically drives now the self-service capability for most of our customers. The reliance on IT in terms of building these different reports is now slowly diminishing. So we're helping out democratize the data that customers are looking for. Okay. Now we go into productivity. Okay, productivity. Again, this is mainly driven by our AI platform, being able to provide the next best recommendation for the customers to look into how they integrate, how they slice and dice their data. So again, this goes into the foundation of over 25 years within the data management space. We've seen a lot of models that customers utilize and ask help from us in terms of optimizing how they manage and slice and dice their data. And it's what we are sharing all throughout our customer base. Being able to run different dynamic mappings, CDC. So CDC for for most customers, these are actually quite cumbersome and quite tricky. And we are actually simplifying this. Being able to capture changes from databases, applications, and driving those into cloud data warehouse or cloud data lake. We are now also able to just an example in driving productivity. You're now able to detect and to capture any data changes from software applications such as Salesforce. We're also able to capture capture data changes on SAP. So being able to run that in a massive scale, in a more simplified manner, and then land those data into cloud data lake or cloud data warehouse will actually give you 70% over time savings in terms of how you do that before. So most of our customers that are coming to us is they're trying to modernize or trying to optimize the way they're doing their integrations and how it worked before. And again, our AI model, our Clear engine, is still learning out of that over 25 years that we've been doing this. And we're able to drive this built-in intelligence all throughout our platform, which eventually helps out our customers drive their productivity. Okay. So next one is going to the scalability or scale. Being able to run elastic, okay, or at scale. So Elastic Spark on Kubernetes based on processing engine. Again, most of our customers that are started doing doing and running their modernization for the analytics space has been on a Hadoop platform for the longest time. Again, if you're if you're in that platform, most of our customers are actually trying to modernize from that platform. you do, and you still have an option to stay into that platform. We still have customers who are on that platform that we are helping out modernize. Again, with the platform and the scale, we're able to run integration from cloud to cloud, on-premise to cloud, and even on-premise to on-premise. But being able to utilize the Kubernetes-based engine from public cloud providers is what customers are looking for right now. Being able to push down processing into public cloud providers, so that the processing is being uploaded into public cloud providers, which means that you no longer have to maintain a huge machine within your infrastructure. Goes the same into having an elastic type of environment. You no longer need to have a Hadoop architecture or Hadoop platform within your architecture. Okay, and again, this helps you now out into scaling out your capability, being able to ingest different databases, different data, different rows, million, thousands of rows, run this at scale. You used to be able to do that uh, with a huge machine, would take you probably about 2 to 3 weeks. Now, by utilizing the different scalability of an elastic engine from public cloud providers and even our own platform, we're able to help our customers do that within a week's time. So again, there are thousands of advanced metadata scanners that we can look into practically any data sources, any database, even downstream applications, just BI platforms, analytics engine. Again, we can look into that piece so that to be able to help you a purpose-built tools and a little bit of a personalized experience, even for data engineers, data stewards, or so they call citizens integrators who are really looking into having access into different data sets, but they're not technical enough and they don't want to be going deep into this capability. So again, the scalability of the platform is what giving our customers the plethora of these options. Okay. Now the simplicity is going back to this really gives you now a unified user experience. Okay. Be able to run a 4-step wizard for mass ingestion. Okay. CDC jobs right now is also being driven through wizards. So gone are the days wherein you have to write scripts in order for you to be able to run CDC jobs from different databases or from different applications. Being able to connect into multiple applications, databases, either on-premise, on the cloud, is what gives our platform really the power to be able to help you modernize your analytics space. Being able to integrate and connect into public cloud providers, just AWS, Azure, and even Google. So connecting into their data and analytics services, such as Redshift for AWS, signups for Azure, and even BigQuery for Google, and having been able to pull data out of those and then integrate all together into downstream applications, just Tableau or Power BI, is what gives us the simplicity out of it. So the best thing about this is, and this is what really what the customers really like out of the simplicity of our platform. You might be looking into a single cloud provider right now. You might be looking into maybe Azure or AWS, and you are you are currently just utilizing their native services. Most of our customers are starting on that piece. Okay, they're connecting into a single provider, and what happens now is either part of compliance or probably government regulation, or just an internal strategy that they don't want to be locked down into a single cloud provider. So our platform will actually help you out into integrating across different cloud providers or even different databases. Being able to easily switch or even integrate into both AWS and Azure is what helps out our customers simplify all of their integration need as they modernize their analytics space. So imagine this, that you are integrating right now into AWS. 6 months down the line, there is sudden requirement that you need to integrate as well into Azure. How you do that now is you probably need another tool, or you probably need to utilize a native tool within those platforms, which means that you need to start training yourself again. Means that you have to retool some of your team members. And the beauty with the Informatica platform is the same platform, the same thing that you've been doing before. Well, we can just easily change out the target destination for your data. It could be the same thing and spreading out the data across these platforms. So being able again to simplify integration needs in order to help you out modernize your analytics space is what helps out our customers and what customers looking for from an intelligent data management cloud. Okay, so as we go into simplicity, we help out going into the enterprise data marketplace. There is self-service capability that most of the customers are looking into right now as they modernize. Okay, once being able to create and publish different type of data, again, looking into enterprise data as a marketplace internally is what the customers are really looking into right now. So something like a Lazada will do or an Amazon will do, being able to shop instead of products, you are practically shopping for data. So be able to search for data sets that you might need in order to support your reporting, and being able to check that out once you've shopped that data and search for that data. Checking out practically gives you now the capability to track which ones are accessing this data, and if they don't have access, they can actually request access right there and then. So gone are the days wherein you go to IT and then you start asking for, do we have this data set that is available for my reporting? And if there is, can you give me access into this certain table or certain database? So all of that is now simplified altogether into self-service access, being able to start from searching for different data sets down into fulfillment. So searching for data set, being able to request access. If you don't have access to that, being able to track access into these data sets is really what's important. So being able to have an audit trail on what happens to the data as it moves on, as the data is being downloaded or being provisioned into a downstream application. So all that really now goes into this simplified way between the data owner and the data consumer. So what the data owner wants is being able to provide this data quite easily, being able to publish the data so that it's available to the proper data consumer. What the data consumer wants there is being able to search for the data that they'll need. Okay, most of the time they don't know the amount of data that they will be requiring. So being able to search and publish the different data sets that they will require is one of the few things that customers are actually looking for. Okay, now getting into productivity. So AI-powered intelligence, again, looking into this part, we are able to prioritize different data sets, workload for migrations. As you now go into data cataloging, we are practically driving more into the space of identifying the specific data sets that you'd like to to dump into a cloud data warehouse or cloud data lake. Okay, being able to automate these things, so automatically driving out and figuring out the different structure of data. Okay, part of our platform actually allows you now to make sense out of unstructured and semi-structured data, and then convert that into a relational type, an XML or a JSON file format. So being able to process data from an unstructured or semi-structured data set into a relational or a structured data set is what really gives drives the productivity for customers who are trying to modernize their analytics. Again, as you look into modernizing your data space or data analytics space, you start to realize that there is now quite a number of data sets that is available within your organization. And it's not only relational structured data that is available. You start to realize that, hey, there's a lot of unstructured, semi-structured data sets, files that is available within my organization. Okay, which drives now into the AI-powered intelligence data catalog. Be able to scrape out and to scan through your overall enterprise data landscape. Again, automatically figuring out the different data domains, being able to drive a different data lineage from the data source into the target is what drives the customers into our data catalog. Okay, So as you modernize your analytics space, what you probably would like to do is from your on-premise database, make some slicing and dicing, make some massaging of that data, land it into cloud data warehouse, land it into cloud data lake. Our data catalog is the only tool right now that's available in the market that are able to give you the lineage of the data that is coming from and originating from an on-premise database up into a cloud data warehouse. Okay, so being able to cross borders in providing you with an end-to-end data lineage is what drives the data catalog for all of our customers. Most of the data catalog right now stops and ends within the borders. So yes, they can give you quite a bit of a lineage while it's on premise. As it goes into the cloud, the lineage ends there, the impact ends there, and you need to have another lineage tool to get and to understand the data that you have in the cloud. So the data catalog, which is primarily driven by our AI and ML model, automates this capability and really giving you now the overall view of the data lineage. And this is practically what drives the adoption of the data catalog for our customer. Okay, and since you already have the data lineage, since you already have the data domains, this will now help you drive your data governance and privacy. Okay, so since you already know where data is, since you have now a view of your overall data landscape, being able to see and to determine that if certain changes has been made with a certain database or certain table, you'll actually be able to figure out what will happen into downstream applications or downstream tables or downstream databases. So gone are the days that, okay, we need to change this, we need to extend this table or to drop certain column. How do we figure out which applications, which databases will be impacted into this? So being able to drive the data governance to making sure that applications are impacted in the most minimal manner, being able to discover and classify which data set will be impacted out of this is really what's driving the data governance and helping out the productivity for our customers. Again, as you drive your data catalog and inventory, gives you now and drives the data privacy requirement for most of our customers. Being able to, again, automatically figure out which which part of data set correlates to PII. Being able to look into some anomalous behavior of data requests is, again, what drives now the productivity. Gone are the days that there are certain leak tapping with your data set. Looking into this data governance privacy will help you out at the very least, minimize that that leak and be able to figure out and determine who is the leak into that part. Okay. Now, going to the scale, again, we are a practical enterprise platform. We still currently have the largest data set in terms of cloud data management infrastructure on the planet. I've seen this the video earlier. We are currently processing 17,000 transactions per month. Okay, and these are just the ones that's running on our cloud. Okay, we haven't even counted the ones that are running integrations on premise and even into their public cloud providers. So these are just the transactions that is going through our serverless environment. Okay, and we are processing over 1 billion jobs and processes per month. Again, we're able to connect into over 200 native connectors. The native connector is really the keyword here because these are fully developed and implemented by Informatica with with the help and working together with the different application providers and different platforms. So that so if there are any changes that's happening within the cloud platform, so let's say for example, the likes of Azure, they recently have an update in the Synapse platform, Synapse Analytics. With that changes, definitely some of our customers would like to utilize and to maximize the capability of that new update within Synapse. So the new connector will actually be provided in order to utilize that capability as well. So with our partnership with the big three cloud providers, we're able to go to market at the same time with these public cloud providers. Okay, so again, we we do have, in terms of security, over 75 million continuous cloud security checks. We are being scanned and help out and validated all throughout the world to make sure that the data and the platform is actually secure. Okay, and what we're seeing right now, based on the trend, is we're actually doubling quite the volume of data every 6 months in terms of the enterprise platform. This actually has gone up over the past year. Again, mainly driven by the pandemic and being able to modernize and to transform a lot faster. Okay. Looking into the scale, multimodal processing engines. Again, the platform is microservices based, being able to enable and to enjoy the different services when you want it and how you want it. Okay, and we're looking into quite a little bit of the data catalog as well. So our data catalog has been designated as the catalog of catalogs, mainly because some of the catalogs out in the market, we're able to catalog what they have scanned through and be able to give you the determining factor, giving you the data lineage, the impact and analytics of all of this data that's already been scanned by this catalog. Again, we're able to look into different relationships, business context, providing with a glossary of the data within your organization, being able to see the different profiling and the discovery of this as well. Again,
Ken, sorry.
yep.
Would it be possible for you to wrap up in 3 minutes? Can you do
Yeah,
that?
I'm actually down to my last three
All right.
slides.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yep. Okay. I'm still on time, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So down to my last three
No, I'm
slides.
giving you 3 minutes extension actually.
Okay.
Yes. No
Okay.
problem. No.
Yep.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So yep, just going to scale again. Enterprise trust. We are secured by design. We are improving our our certifications all throughout the world and globally. We're also looking into being certified regionally, having been able to to deploy multiple data centers across the region and across the world. We have 12 global regions. We have 3 regions here in Asia Pacific. We got a data center in Japan, in APAC hosted in Singapore, and also in Australia. So you do have that option to go and look into that capability. So just look into this primarily. We've been a leader in every Gartner Magic Quadrants that we have been engaged with for the past 7 years now. We're always on the top right Magic Quadrant for enterprise integration platform, which is practically our intelligent data management cloud. Applying data quality, master data management, metadata management for the data catalog, and even our on-premise data integration tool is still considered the leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant that we are currently involved with. Okay, now going to this part, once again, we're looking into data 4.0 powered digital transformation journey. This is how we help out our customers. Again, looking into driving business 360, looking into quite different view of your products, your customers, and this is what customers are looking to right now, being able to have a view of their exact customers, even products, driving data governance and privacy for their platform, be able to ensure the trust and transparency of the data that they are having internally. And lastly, as they modernize their analytics space, they're going to cloud data warehouses, cloud data lakes, and even modernizing applications. Modernizing here is quite the key in order to be successful in data 4.0. Okay. Okay, this is my last slide. I just extended quite a few bits. So there is, just in case you want to try this out, we do have the cloud data integration free service. You can enjoy this perpetually. Okay, so we do have 25 IPs per month, which roughly translates into 500 million rows per month. So you can start your integration. You can test it out If you are integrating on Azure and AWS, you can start moving different data sets, tables, databases up into these cloud platforms, up to 500 million rows per month. If in any case you hit this 25 IPs per month or 500 million rows per month, the service will pause. And the next month you can start using it again. Okay. So that that actually ends my presentation. I hope you guys understand that how we help out our customers modernize their analytics space, and how we help out our customers now really go into modernizing their data analytics. And just in case you need more help, and if you're interested into helping into us helping you out, drive your data modernization and analytics modernization, make sure to reach out to BST ECS. Reach out to Erica, and then we can work out with you